And we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mac to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you get started on your fitness journey. What is up, everybody? Hope y'all having a great day, great Sunday. Hope y'all start the week off right. But today is Mother's Day. So, of course, we got to do the podcast episode about all the great moms out there. So, shout out to you if you're a mother. Happy Mother's Day if you're listening. I appreciate you for tuning in, and hopefully we can help y'all in your fitness journey today. That's the goal. Hey, and if you're a man, this episode is also going to be very valuable for you as well. So don't just tune out just because it's about Mother's Day, because it's going to be about fitness as a whole. But we're going to tie it back more specifically to mothers and the importance of it, how they can use fitness to their advantage, and all the good things like that. So again, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I've been very blessed to have not only a great mom, but also a great stepmom and also a great mother-in-law. So I have three really great mom figures in my life that I'm very appreciative of. God bless me with three great women to inspire me, to raise me, literally raised me, show me how I'm supposed to go about life, how I'm supposed to treat women, things like that. So I've been very blessed on that end. Yeah. So without further ado, and if you hadn't yet, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and tell your mom happy birthday. Call her. I'm not happy birthday. Where'd I get that from? Happy Mother's Day. Tell her you love her. I mean, I'm sure y'all already probably did. You probably celebrated today. Hopefully y'all did. If not, you better quit slacking and you better get to it right now. If you're listening on the audio version, this is probably you're listening to this a week late, unfortunately. But if you're tuning in live, shout out to y'all. Tell your mom happy Mother's Day and that you love her. So yeah. Oh, I also just want to give a special shout out to any of the moms out there that are not just biological moms. Shout out to all the stepmoms out there, all the foster moms out there, adopted moms out there, anybody that's a mother figure in somebody's life. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are the goats. Y'all are very much appreciated. I know we are not very good at telling y'all these things most of the time, but just know y'all are deep down, even if we don't say it out loud in front of you. I know I can do better at that myself. But yeah, shout out to all the people that's a mom figure in somebody's life, whether that be biological, stepmom, adopted, whatever that may be. Especially if it's not your biological son or daughter. I think that's even more impressive to me, that you can pour into somebody's life when it's not even your biological kid. So especially shout out to y'all. I've been very blessed with the bonus moms that I get in my life. So yeah, today we're talking about, we're not only honoring moms, but we're going to explore kind of the connection between motherhood and fitness. So in a way, in a sense, moms are the original coach. So for all my athletes out there, you may have a favorite coach that you can think back on that you really liked or that helped you a lot. Well, guess what? Your mom was your first coach. She was the OG coach. Moms are often the first people to teach us about discipline, about consistency, about resilience, all the key traits that relate to fitness. Our moms probably taught us that growing up as a kid in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So they were the OG coach. Your mom was probably chasing toddlers around, carrying in the groceries from the grocery store. Moms are, if you think about it, moms are like accidental athletes in a way. They're like the OG athlete and coach. They did it all at once. Could you imagine you and your little siblings running around acting crazy and your mom trying to wrangle y'all all in? So moms are accidental athletes. So I already know me and my brother gave my mom a heck of a time as we were little. I was bad. When I was a little kid, I was bad. I really was. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know. I was a little crazy thing. I used to run around, pitch fits, and scream and yell and do all kinds of crazy stuff when I was little. I don't know why I acted like that, to be honest, because I'm not like that at all now. I'm completely opposite of that. Like, I'm very chill most of the part. Like, I'm not very, very high energy, like doing crazy stuff all the time. I'm not like that at all. So it's kind of funny that how I changed as I got older. Like, I was really bad as a kid, and the older I got, the better I got. Like when I was in elementary school, I used to get in trouble all the time at school, like literally all the time. I would be the student that would sit in the front. They would move my desk to the front of the classroom by myself, so I couldn't talk to nobody. Like I was that student. I was bad. But then as I got older, like even in middle school, I was still kind of bad. I used to talk a lot. But then by the time I got to high school, I never got in trouble, like ever. I never went to ISS or retrack, whatever y'all call it back now, but like in school suspension where you had to go sit in a different room for the day. I never did that. Not one time in high school because I just never got in trouble. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to me, but yeah. So I apologize, Mom, for any craziness that I put you through. I specifically remember throwing temper tantrums in our old house where we grew up in the kitchen. Like I would lay out on the floor screaming and hollering and doing all kinds of little kid stuff. I don't know. Oh well. Shout out to my mom. She's a trooper for putting up with me at that age. But yeah, moms have great mental strength. To be a mom, to go through motherhood, I mean, I can't speak on it myself because obviously I'm not a mom, but from what I can tell, it takes an incredible amount of mental toughness. Because not only just thinking like, especially when you're real young, you have sleep deprivation. Moms don't sleep a lot because they're up with the baby. You have to have very good stress management. And on top of all that, you have to have patience. Like as a mom, you got to be patient. So these are all great like things that relate back to your fitness. So mental resilience as a mom is going to be required when it comes to your fitness journey for sure. You're going to have to be able to push through those tough workouts. You're going to have to stay consistent with your goals. You're going to have to work out when you don't want to and things like that. So it kind of has a lot of similarities. It takes a lot of the same attributes when it comes to having a successful fitness journey. So that same perseverance that you used in your motherhood that got you through motherhood, you can use that those same qualities in your fitness journey to see success. So you just you already have it in you deep down. You already have it in you. You just got to find it. You got to get deep, search back down in there and get it, find it, and go. I know you can do it. I believe if you're a mom and you can raise a child, I guarantee you can do a fitness journey too. It's 10 times easier to do a fitness journey than to raise a child. I can't speak for myself. I can't speak on personal experience, but if I had to guess, yeah, I would say it's much easier to have a successful fitness journey than to raise a child. So when it comes to moms, y'all give so much into raising your kid that a lot of times I think y'all neglect your own self. Like you neglect a gift to you know what I'm saying? Like you put all your energy into your kids and not enough into yourself. And I think this is wrong. Like I know most people say I'll do anything for my kids. Yeah, and I get that. Like you should do anything for your kids. But at the same time, I don't believe you should be. I know as a mom, you're gonna have to make sacrifices, but I don't think you should completely just give up on yourself to take care of your kid. And the reason I don't think this is because I think if you're not showing up for yourself, then you can't show up for your kid 100%. I know I know most moms will always make sacrifices. And yes, you're going to have to as a parent. You're going to have to make sacrifices for your kids. But you should still be taking care of yourself. I know it's hard to like put it into words. I know your job is to take care of your kid and do everything you can to provide for them. But at the same time, you shouldn't be neglecting your own health, your own fitness journey, your own mental health, physical health. You shouldn't be doing that. And that's just my opinion. I think you can do both. Like, yeah, sometimes you may have to miss the gym to take your kid to practice or to pick your kid up from school. And that's okay if you have to do it one time, but don't put it off every week, every month to where you're not doing it at all. You should still be taking care of yourself to some extent. And it's not just about aesthetics. Like once you're a mom, you're not really trying to look good. You're not trying to impress nobody. You got kids to take care of. You're doing it for your energy levels. You're doing it for your longevity. You're doing it for showing up for your family fully, like being healthy, being able to go outside, play with your kids. You know what I'm saying? So you still need to take time for yourself. You still need to pour into yourself. I know you want to do everything you can to provide for your kids, and I get that. But at some point, you got to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So these workouts, a fitness journey, working out. That's taking care of yourself. That's not selfish. It's not selfish for you to go work on yourself. I don't care what anybody says. It's not selfish for you to work on yourself, period. Because if you're not there 100% mentally, physically for yourself, then you're not going to be there 100% for your kids, period. Like, I don't care what you say. You're not going to be able to pour into them as much as you would like if you're not pouring into yourself. So I think it goes hand in hand, in my opinion. So you just got to start somewhere. You don't have to be nothing crazy. You don't have to go to the gym 5 days a week. Literally start at home. Start doing some workouts at home. Start going for walks every day. Take your kids with you. That could be great bonding time for y'all together, because not only is it time y'all are spending together, but it's time y'all are spending being active, working on your own health, working on your kids' health. And hey, kids like to do stuff like that. Get outside, run around, go for walks, things like that. And also, like, you could do other things like yoga, or if you like going to the gym, go to the gym, running, whatever you like to do. Find something you like to do. It don't have to be, balls to the wall 5 days a week getting after. So another reason that moms should pursue a fitness journey, pursue their own health, is because you're setting the example. When you're a kid, kids are watching and mimicking everything that you do. They're like, you're their superhero. They want to be just like you when they grow up. So if you're active, you're going to raise active children. They're going to turn out to be like you. That's just kind of how parenthood works, because they see what you do and then they mimic it. So moms who prioritize their health, you are setting the tone for the family, for the rest of the family. You're setting the tone. So if they see you doing these healthy things, then more than likely they're going to start doing those healthy things too. So it's going to be great. So fitness can become a family value, especially when the mom values that, when the mom models that in the household. So I think it should be a whole family thing, honestly. But if the mom is doing it, then the kids are definitely going to want to take after what their mom's doing, and do that. For example, think of like sports. So most kids typically play the sports that their parents played growing up, because they want to be like their parents. You know what I'm saying? Or their parents want them to kind of go on the same route. So same thing with fitness. Like if you were a cheerleader growing up, well, when you have a daughter, she's going to want to be a cheerleader. Or if you played softball, she's going to want to play softball. That's just kind of how I know it don't work like that every time, but a lot of times it does. So it can be the same way with fitness. If they see you taking care of yourself, working out, eating healthy, then they're going to more than likely do the same thing. That's just kind of how things fall in line. So yeah, being a mom is one of the greatest things you could do, in my opinion, or being a parent. So yeah, it's got its advantages. It's got some. Being a mom, honestly, is a responsibility. Like, you should be taking care of yourself as a responsibility of being a mom. So you can be healthy. You can live as long as possible to be there with your kids, to be able to take care of them and things like that. So I can't really speak too much on motherhood, because obviously I'm not a mom and I don't have kids myself. But that's just some ways you can kind of relate being a mom and motherhood to fitness. So whether you're a mom or if you're celebrating a mom today, remember that health is a form of love. Health is love. So not only for yourself, but for others as well. If you're taking care of your health, then you're going to be able to take care of others more efficiently, more better. More better. You're going to be able to take care of others better. So thank you to all the moms who show strength every day, inside and out, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the above. So I encourage you, call your mom, give her a hug, tell her Happy Mother's Day, how much she means to you, that you love her. And then maybe y'all can go for a workout. Y'all can go for a walk, get a workout in, whatever that may look like. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I know this was a quick episode, but I just want to do something on Mother's Day, since it was Mother's Day today. So shout out to all the moms out there. We appreciate y'all. Keep doing all the great things that y'all do. And I think not only motherhood, but parenthood, to me, in my opinion, is not only is it one of like the greatest things you could do in life, but I think as a human, I think it's kind of like our responsibility. So as a human, you're one, well, not one responsibility. There's probably more, but like your one responsibility as a human is to recreate, to procreate, you know what I'm saying, to continue the what's it called? To continue mankind. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we don't recreate, if we don't have kids, then the human race eventually will go away. So as humans, that's our goal. I mean, that's not our goal, but that's our job to create more humans. So that's like a science, scientific side of things. But yeah, that's our job. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for saving the human race. I know that sounds kind of funny, but you are in a way. And I think like the population is not is decreasing nowadays. It's not going. I don't know if it's necessarily decreasing, but it's not expanding like it's supposed to be to continue. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. So I know birth rate. That's what I'm saying. Birth rates are going down. So we need to encourage people to have kids. Yeah. So if you don't believe me, think about this. Think about your grandparents or your great grandparents. How many kids or siblings did they have? They probably have way more siblings than you have. That's just because times are changing where people are having less and less kids. So like literally like every generation now, people have less kids. So most people nowadays have like 2 kids on average. Most people, maybe 3. But like if you think of like your grandparents or your great grandparents, they probably had like 12 siblings. I know a lot of older people that have like, no lie, have 12 siblings. You don't ever hear that no more. Nobody nowadays has 12 kids. That's just not heard of. 1, because it's expensive, and 2, it's just the way society is now. So like our birth rates are way down compared to what they used to. So shout out to all the moms out there for saving the world. Y'all keep doing what y'all do. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Sorry I was rambling there for a little bit. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week on the next episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast. Peace, love, protein. We out.